Good morning. It's Monday morning, 8:15, and we are a little bit cozier today. Got a new camera, new phone, and apparently it makes it want to get a little more snugglier here. So it's a good thing we both took a shower today. But it is Monday morning at 8:15, and Monday Morning Mortgage Tip with Mark Waterman here from Great Western, and we're just going to jump into it here, Mark. Thanks for joining me. And what do you have for our group today?
Yeah, I appreciate it. So the tip that I have is not necessarily so much about maybe affecting like the actual mortgage and the payment and stuff, but just part of the home buying process. So when you find a home that you want to buy and you sign a purchase agreement with Shane, at some point there's a conversation when drawing up that purchase agreement as to whether or not you want an inspection on that property. And you can make that contingent or not contingent, based on the findings as to how you're going to move forward. Okay, so there's like 15 different like individual inspections if you actually want to get like down and dirty with a lot of the items. But the most common is a general home inspection, and then also maybe a radon inspection. I know there's some parts of town that seem to have higher levels of radon, and if you have a full basement or things like that, I know can affect that. But there's different home inspectors. I'm sure Shane could advise you to some that maybe he's used. But that home inspector is going to go out there and they're going to look for a lot of the obvious things, with the home. It's kind of like another professional third party to set of eyes on the house. So whether it's shingles, the electrical, the plumbing, possible drainage issues, anything maybe not working quite right with the house, he might make a note of. Some of it could be, a major issue, and some, a lot of times I think it's just minor stuff, but it's also kind of just peace of mind. Just to make sure that there is nothing, no major issues that you guys need to go back to the person selling the house and work something out with. So relatively inexpensive. You can either pay for it out of pocket or you can tie it into the closing costs. You just need to work with your lender to make sure you're relaying that information and getting them either the bill or the paid receipt so that we know how to handle it when it comes time to closing and how to disclose it on the closing disclosure. But I guess that's my advice. I'm sure that, Shane has the conversation as well. At home buying time, so and he could advise you, further, specifically per house. So
one of the things that we wanted to mention technically a home inspection doesn't. Some people think it doesn't go with the mortgage or affect your mortgage, but it depends on the loan program that you have. And it's a good idea to have that inspection. Right. And if that inspector knows that you're doing a first-time home buyer, a VA loan or something like that, he has an idea of what could get caught in the next phase where the appraisal will come in. And that's where, if you have a broken window, torn screens or something like that, he can let you know, and we can.
That's a good point as well. Yeah, like hand railings or some simple things that maybe you don't think are necessary for the property, but he might flag that hey, this could be an issue down the road. So
you bet, you bet. And then we just we know ahead of time, and if we need to take care of it, then we can do it at that point. So good stuff. All right.
Yeah.
Well, this is Mark and I getting really cozy today on Monday Morning Mortgage Tip. I'm not going to put my arm around you or anything, so that ain't going to happen. But I hope all the mothers had a great day yesterday. Thanks for all the comments and everything on my social media for that. And we will be back next Monday. Don't forget to tag or share this with anybody else you think would be interested in viewing it as well. And if you do have any questions for Mark or myself, his information will be on the top, on the bottom, or I'm going to jump right in here in the middle, on the sides here for you to reach out to Mark and let us know if you have questions for our next episode too, guys. We'd be happy to hear those. Have a great week. Enjoy it. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, enjoy the next day.
Yeah.